Next concept is going to be about amides. We're going to be looking at just some basics, what their functional group is, how to name 3 different isomers of the same molecular formula, and then I'll outline the things that you need to get out of the next experiment or from your own reading and background research. So our amides are very similar looking to our carboxylic acids, but they have this NH2 group, so it makes them a little bit like your amines. Just like amines, they're actually a base, but they're a very, very weak base. They're even weaker than your amines. You're going to find that from your other work. So when we see the CO to N, and it doesn't matter if it's NH2, it could have carbons coming off it, we know that we've got an amide. So to name them is quite straightforward. They are just an amide. That's how you finish the names. So we can see the CON in all 3 of these. Here, here, and here. So we know that they are all going to end in enamide. The next thing we want to do is see how big the carbon chain is that has that particular group on it. So it has to have the CO as part of it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of them here. So this one is just quite simply called propanamide. Sorry about the hyphen there, I might just redo that. Then we see if there's any carbons bound to the nitrogen. In this case there aren't. So this one's just called propanamide and you don't need to go any further than that. The next one, the carbon chain here has only got 2, so what will its name be? Ethanamide, good. But you can see that on this nitrogen there is another carbon. So any side chain with 1 carbon is called a what group? Methyl, good. Now we can't say which carbon it's bound to because it's not bound to a carbon. So instead of giving a number, we give a prefix of just a capital N, saying that it's bound to the nitrogen atom in there. This is called a secondary amide, this one's called a primary. So it's all to do with how many carbons the nitrogen is bound to. When we get this one here, how many carbons have we got in the amide part of it?
1.
Just 1, so it's going to be methanamide. Then you've got 2 methyl groups coming off it, so we call it dimethyl. And they're both coming off the nitrogen, so we say NN dimethyl methanamide. The other things you need to know about amides are whether they're acids or bases and whether they act as acids or bases. Can they act as both? Hydrolysis under acidic and alkaline conditions, so when they're reacting with acids or reacting with bases, what happens to them and what are the products? And you need to know how polyesters are made. These things here we're going to look at in the next experiment, and this is going to be the focus of tomorrow's lesson. Thank you.